because it is time for the Dirt and Turf podcast.
Yes.
All-Star Edition!
Woohoo!
All-Star Edition! Woo!
It's fantastic.
I am, of course, your starting pitcher, Cobra, and joining me behind the plate is Kat. Tyler will be joining us shortly. Um,
We hope.
of course, he is running late, and it is, where it goes the All-Star game. The All Star game is always a very special time for baseball because it signifies the halfway point of the season.
For sure.
Not only that, but it's kind of one of the best parts of the MLB is the All Star game. Not only do you have the home run derby, which is the fans' favorite part of baseball, is the dinger.
I can't wait to watch the home run derby with my kids.
Right. However, they will not be using the Victus crayon bats or the Victus pencil bats or even the Easton Hype Fire or the Easton Dub. No, they got to
Darn.
use they got to use the classic, the old school, the bats, the wood bat. Whether it be Marucci, whether it be Louisville Slugger, whether it be Dovetail, whether it be Victus, whether it be Rawlings or whatever.
You think
You
anybody
know,
brings out a torpedo bat?
if famous Commissioner of Integrity Rob Manfred decides to try to juice up the game, if you will, I mean, we already know that famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani is going to be a part of the All Star festivities. So we're not surprised about that. Um, my dad's dealing with a doggo. Teddy is
Oh.
being a bit of a pain in the ass, so expect to hear a lot of yelling and interruptions. Asshole!
Let him watch
At
this
least
episode. Let him watch this episode.
no, because I'll get a humble fuck you all the time.
Very humble.
But
Very, very
very
humble.
very humble. I mean, then again, he's the only. I mean, he's.
Yeah.
Anywho, well, I'm not. Yeah, he's the only person I know who has received an MILB suspension. So that's all I'll say about that.
Mm.
So, anywho, but
All right, so
yeah,
do we want to talk about the all-star roster or the home run derby
let's start the
first?
home. Let us talk the home run derby because it is before the main attraction of the All Star game, the All Star game
Yeah.
itself. And it's realistically what a lot of fans like to see is a home run derby. Um,
I think the biggest element about the home run derby for me that I really enjoy, like, sure, it's cool to see the guys just hit home run after home run, but this is where, like, a dad comes out and pitches to his son.
yeah.
Like Cal
Oh,
Raleigh, that whole story with, like, his dad's gonna pitch and his brother's gonna catch.
it didn't used to be like that, unfortunately. Nowadays,
Mm.
I will say this: now that the All Star game has become this big attraction, those those points right there, the father to the son,
Yeah.
pitching scenario, pitching to the batter home run derby. That is a new feature. I don't know. I want to say that was implemented by Manfred, or
There
if it was implemented by Sea League. I don't know when that started.
I
But
remember
it's
back in the 90s, some guy's dad pitched to him. Now, I don't know if it was like his dad was a manager and so he pitched to him. I don't remember, but I very distinctly remember sometime in the 90s. Anybody watching could comment and let us know if they know how long that's been going on, but I think it was the 90s.
right. Which, speaking of, if you are watching us live, please like and subscribe. We do appreciate comments as well.
So much.
It is obvious that if you are watching, once again, thank you. But yeah, we, the All-Star game is, sometimes it's also a swan song too, because sometimes, great legends of the game, get called for one last appearance in the All-Star game, and it's almost like a passing of the torch in a way.
Yeah.
Um,
I saw a reel yesterday. Cal Ripken's last All-Star game, and he was at third base, and A-Rod went to his manager and was like, "Hey, what do you think of like playing Cal at, shortstop?" And the manager was
speaking,
Joe Torres.
I was about to say, Joe Torre. I was about to say, speaking of famous person of integrity, Alex Rodriguez.
At least he had a little bit of integrity in the game. A little bit.
A little bit if he wasn't on the gas.
Well,
steroids.
That was also the time. But
cheating bastard.
A-Rod switched with Ripken for that last All-Star game, and I sat there watching the reel. I remember watching that All-Star game and crying and being like, "That's where he belongs anyway." And my dad was
there was one. There was another reel, not a reel, but it was a biopic. I don't know if it was at an All-Star game or if it was at a season opener or whatever. I think it was. I want to say it was an All-Star game because it was Ted Williams and Tony Gwynn.
Oh,
yes. Probably one of the greatest to ever played a game, Tony Gwynn. Yeah, but again, I can't remember if that was an All-Star game or not. But that's still one of the best, a great moment of baseball. The All-Star game obviously is full of them.
And so many amazing moments that just wouldn't ever happen because so many of these guys, they know one another, but it's not like they've all gotten to play on the same team together.
No, it's an interesting experience. It's at the end of the day, baseball is still a game. And the All-Star game, to tell the truth, in my humble opinion, is an opportunity for baseball players to actually say, you know what, screw this. We represent other teams. We represent teams. We're representing a league, and we get to play with our opponents for one day. We get to joke around, get to have fun.
Right.
Probably exchange jerseys at the end of the day. If
we get to literally play the game, not make a paycheck, not have fans.
Well, you get paid. Get that? You do get paid for the All-Star game. You do get paid.
Well, you do, but
you get a bonus. You get a bonus.
But that's the secondary, just getting to be there, I think, for most of these guys. And it's
it's an atmosphere as well because the All-Star game brings in not only the celebrity of it all, but also brings in the true fans, who actually go, hey, we actually come here every day and fill in, which, by the way, lower fucking ticket prices.
Oh my gosh.
I
will never, ever be able to go to an All-Star game. Never.
No. I'll never be able to go to the All-Star game, Super Bowl, or probably WrestleMania. Unless, somehow this channel blows up, we become as big as Urinating Tree. Friend of the channel, by the way.
Honestly, if I win the lottery, there will be signs. And they will be signs that I will write and take with me to the All-Star game, the Super Bowl, and WrestleMania.
Yep.
For sure.
For sure. But anywho, let's get out of that for a minute. It's kind of interesting that we talk about the All-Star game. do the All-Star game has always been interesting to me, but do you think we're going to see a return of the torpedo bats?
Um, what I have been hearing. Sorry, I had to put my phone down. My
All
laptop
right,
still, my laptop still will not support me getting Riverside on it. So
that's
always
the same
stuck
with my
with me being
laptop
on
at
my
this present
phone.
time. Yeah, it's the same here.
Yes.
That's why I can't use my podcast setup at this present time
Right,
because
because you
you
have to
know
use your phone, not your laptop. Um,
yes. So unfortunately, we don't have Izzy, the voice of God, or anything else that we have.
that's all right. Um,
Um,
Torpedo bats. I feel like some of the guys might use them for the home run derby, but what I've been hearing about the torpedo bat is that it was for analytics. So basically, it was for BP. It wasn't
mhm.
supposed to be for in-game use.
Yeah.
So
So
I feel like
what it
maybe they would use it for the home run derby, maybe during the All-Star game, but I don't know. I feel like it's a cool tool that needs to be used outside of the game.
there's another talking about analytics. There was another I think it was Dela Cruz, Elliot Dela Cruz.
Hmm.
He had a sensor on the knob of his bat, right? And it was like a swing. It was like a swing sensor.
Okay.
Like it gauged his speed and all that to like a computer. Well,
Okay.
it's actually illegal to use in game. However, he took the sensor out, and he just liked the feel of the gel grip, the gel knob on his bat, and he actually had to explain that to an ump. Is that hey, there's no sensor in here. It's actually hollow. I just like the feel of having the gel
Oh,
on my
why?
knob.
Why is a sensor not okay during a game?
It's because it's technology. Because it's computerized technology. Is what it is.
But it can't
Like
swing the bat for him.
no, no, but it's the paranoia of things. Like like microchips in a COVID vaccine.
There's way there's
Dab for your conspiracy theory nuts.
there's
To
way
have the
more to be
COVID
worried
vaccine,
about in an
then microchips in
mRNA.
a yeah, then microchips in a vaccine. By the way, how would that work? Okay, as far as microchips in a vaccine, and I'm not
I
you
mean,
know
we microchip dogs, and that has to be inserted with a needle.
yes,
Um,
but
and every time
but
you get any shot, they take the lot number and the bottle number and they write it down on your chart. So if they were to put some sort of micro something technology into it, they would also have the ability to know which one was implanted into whom and when. So there is that.
but I'm not getting this, but I'm saying if they had the technology, they'd be doing it already, and um, they're trust me, I guarantee you, a lot of us, yeah, we don't want to be fucking microchipped or tracked like it's
No,
Shimonetta.
no. Who's
Oh,
that?
and he's here
Hey guys,
finally, Tyler.
Oh,
Late,
there he is.
late. Shame him! Shame him!
He's
Shame
late.
him to
He's
hell!
late.
Shame him!
the one time I'm
Late.
actually the one time I'm actually late for a fucking podcast. I'm sorry, guys. Pardon
What?
my language.
Where are
Shame
you?
him! You've
I'm in
been
a
late a
car.
lot of times. Shame him!
What's
I don't care.
behind
Shame
you?
him.
Are you driving?
Ooh, yeah. Why?
Tyler.
And you did it too. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but I did it like in my state. Your state is crazier.
I'm not even touching my phone. So
Anywho,
anyway, can you guys catch me up?
So-
What did you guys
so
discuss?
Oh, what do
we
you
were
think?
we
Are torpedo bats gonna make another appearance?
Oh, they're gonna make an appearance probably at the end of the season, more than likely.
You think the end of the season?
We think they'll make a cameo appearance in the Home Run Derby.
100%.
Yeah, because famous person of integrity Rob Manfred,
Oh my god.
you know, would probably want that to be in the game because to try to juice up the home run scores. Which speaking. Wait, hold up. Which, speaking of famous person of integrity, Rob Manfred, Tyler, you've got an interesting story about the famous person of integrity, Rob Manfred.
What's that story, Tyler?
The Lowell Mets, reign supreme, Trevor May, called out Rob Manfred on YouTube by reporting his
Trevor May or Trevor Bauer?
Trevor
May or Bauer?
Trevor May.
I thought
so
Trevor
it's
Bauer
not.
just said something. Didn't
Yeah,
Trevor Bauer
so he was
say something about getting signed?
Yeah.
That's
But this is
Go ahead,
Trevor
Tyler.
May. This is Trevor May.
Trevor May. The New York Mets, Trevor May, yes. But he was calling out Rob Manfred for like bullshit comments and covering his ass and saying shit just for the media to. So the biggest thing is he called out Rob Manfred on a comment saying that I'm here to protect the players and the integrity of the game, and Trevor May goes, no, that is absolute bullshit.
Well, yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, if he wanted to protect the players, Trevor Bauer would already be reinstated and actually be in the MLB instead of having to scour away in Japan, Mexico, and the MLB living him a famous women respecter.
With
even though he is
numbers, by the way.
Yeah, and by the way, and Trevor Bauer was found innocent and acquitted. So
right, he was so not guilty that the judge
the girl set him up. The girl set him up to try to get his money. I know.
100%. She wanted hush money.
Oh yeah,
it's the Matarrisa scenario. It's the Matarrisa scenario.
But the fact that a former MLB player is calling out holy shit, we were just talking about
May.
Trevor May calling out
Manfred.
Manfred. It's a bad. He's a bad commissioner.
Look, Tyler. Before I'm going to interrupt you. Say this. That's the pot calling the kettle black because we already knew that.
Right.
We already knew that Manfred was a bad commissioner. We already knew this.
Makes Roger Goodell look good.
That's hard to do.
And that's hard to do.
Rob Manfred, the Brian France of professional sports.
You mean the Brian France of MLB? You mean?
Yeah.
That one.
One. Well, the Brian France of commissioners.
I don't even know who Brian France is at this point, okay?
Brian France, the former CEO and chairman of NASCAR.
Before his cousin. Well, he got famous because he got a DUI and tried to get out of it, and basically cussing out the cops, telling you know who I am? I'm friends with President Trump.
Oh, you know what's funny? He
actually happened.
Also,
tried to use Coke and Spice Palpatine.
He also got a DUI in New York State too.
Yeah, fucking nepo babies.
Anyway, All-Star. Let's get to the All-Stars.
Go ahead.
So, hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
I was literally just going there myself.
All right, I'm pulling it up right now.
Hey, Baltimore's up over Miami 5-0.
Nice.
I don't want tickets. I want.
Yeah, we don't want tickets. Please.
Yeah, we can't afford tickets, even though SeatGeek is one of our affiliates. Which, by the way, we have to get that affiliate link set up soon, Tyler.
All right. So
Where is
so
the
the eight
All-Star
contest.
game?
Oh, the All-Star game.
One
we already
at a
went
time.
over. I was gonna do the home run derby first, and then we'll get to the All-Star game. So the the home run derby contestants. We got Ronald Acuna Jr., Byron Buxton, Junior Caminero, Jazz Chisholm, O'Neal Cruz, Cal Raleigh, Brent Rooker, and James Wood.
Right. Well, I will say I don't. Do we really have to look at the All-Star roster?
We did that last week, I thought.
Yeah, we did. So we don't have to look at the roster. We don't. But
No.
I will say
But
my dogs are going crazy.
we did not have the home run derby list last week.
Right, and Tyler just broke that down.
Oh, I'm sorry. One of my children came in. They needed me for a minute.
Sounds about right. But again, Tyler just broke that down. All right.
July 14th is the home run derby. I got to write that down because otherwise I will forget and I'll miss it.
All right. So as I was saying earlier, the All-Star game is the halfway point of the MLB season, and so I'm going to want to play a game with both you and Kat, Tyler.
Oh boy.
Hold up! Hey! None of that. Shame on you. I mean, it's not like I'm going to have you look at my browser history, sicko.
I don't want to. Anyway, continue.
All right, so
this is why I need voting power.
All right, so looking at the standings right now, and I'm looking at all the standings right now. We're gonna start with the East. All right, because we're gonna be doing our bold predictions.
Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna go division by division. So we have in the AL East, we have the Blue Jays in the lead, 54-39. The Yankees 2 games back, 54-41. The Rays are 4.5 games back, 50-44. The Red Sox 5 games back, 50-45. And the Orioles 42-50. So,
wow.
Yeah, like I said, this is the halfway point, and trust me, implosions have happened before at Seattle. Right. So again, this is the halfway point. Who is winning the division, and who's making the wild card? If any other team is making the wild card in this division.
Okay, so my predictions are, and I'm actually not even going to be a homer right here. I predict the Blue Jays will win the division, and the Red Sox will make the wild card.
Whoa! Okay, Tyler. Okay.
That is a very bold prediction.
That is spicy. Kat.
Honestly, it's probably going to end up being Toronto and New York. Because we all know New York goes hard the second half of the season. Are they going to go as hard as Toronto?
Yeah. The Yankees go so hard when it comes to getting close to October. Their name might as well be Johnny Sins.
Well, and honestly, I don't think Tampa Bay and Boston have the roster this year or the chemistry.
The trade deadline hasn't happened yet, so anything can happen.
That's true, but
can I add something real quick, Kat, before you continue?
Yeah.
Just the Yankees will go hard in the second half and then blow it in the playoffs like they do the last 10 years.
That
Damn, okay.
That is possible also. And really, the Orioles, I wish I knew how to go in and see what their stats are since they let go Brandon Hyde. I wish there was a way to do that because they really and truly turned around the
There-
season so much.
They definitely have. They definitely have. You
I
know,
mean,
and it just goes to show you sometimes. I was about to say, it just goes to show you sometimes a culture change in the locker room can fix a problem. But
can.
my question to that is it too little too late? I'm saying it is.
Probably for this season. Yeah. But I mean, we're on track to win 84 games. That's not horrendous.
No. That is actually a recovery. That is a
84 and
rating,
80. That's still not a bad season. 84 and 80.
No.
that is righting a sinking ship. That's all it is.
Yep.
And but for me, so you said Cat said Toronto Yankees.
Yeah.
I am going to say something entirely different. I am going to say it's going to be the Rays and the Yankees.
Who's winning the division? Who's making the wild card? What's that like? Who do you have?
The Rays are winning the division. The Yankees are in the wild card.
Okay.
Ooh, that's about as bold as my prediction. Oh, the Yankees.
It's about as bold as my prediction, yes. But again, this is Toronto we're talking about here. The Toronto Blue Jays are going to pull a Toronto Maple Leafs again, and choke. It's Toronto. It's Toronto. Choking is in their DNA.
They haven't won a World Series since the 80s.
I thought their last World Series win was 92.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 92. My bad.
Yeah,
You're right.
The
Yeah.
Orioles are the ones with maybe not the longest, but one of the longest stints between World Series appearances.
I think the team with the longest stint right now is Cleveland. It's
not. Between World Series, Cleveland, winning World Series, yes, but
winning a World Series, not making it.
But they made it in the 90s, didn't they?
They made it recently too.
In 2016.
Yeah, the
against
Orioles
the Cubs.
haven't been to the World Series since '83.
The Reds haven't been to the World Series since after Pete Rose got banned.
Yes. But again, let's get back to it. So, the Central. The Tigers are leading this division, 59-35. And the Royals are 13 games behind them. They're in second place, 46-48. The Minnesota Tees, 45-48, 13.5 games back. Cleveland Guardians of the Galaxy, 44-48, 14 games back. And the White Sox, 31-63, 28 games back.
Oh, I already have my prediction.
Go ahead.
It's going to be the Tigers are got that division in wraps unless they implode.
Yeah. The Tigers have that under wraps, which I'm going to hold up. I think if this pace holds, this is a hypothetical. If this pace holds, this is going to be an interesting wild card because. There's only 5 teams with 50 wins. 5 teams with 50 or above wins. Every other team is below water. So this could be interesting. All right.
I have the Tigers winning. I have the Tigers winning and the Guardians making the wild card.
Okay, so I just found an article on MLB.com. 5 teams will enter 2025 with a chance to win their first championship, including the Brewers, Padres, and Mariners. The Guardians, their last title was in 1948.
Yes, last title. They have been to the World Series since, but title has been that long.
Yeah, the Orioles were 83, the Tigers were 84, and the Mets were 86.
Yep.
So
you completely just cut out. You have no audio.
Who, me?
Hold on. I think it's me.
It's Tyler.
1 second.
Of course. So I'm gonna say this. I think you might be in agreement with me, Kat.
Yeah.
I think only the Tigers advance from this division. Only the Tigers advance.
I really think you're right. And honestly, I like the Tigers.
Yeah,
I
I
know that's
can't.
not a popular opinion. I like the Tigers.
And let's get back. Let's get to the next division, the AL West. The Houston Trastros are leading the division, 55-38, 591 win percentage. Mariners are 7 games back, 48-45. Texas Rangers 9.5 games back, 46-48. Angels 10 games back, 45-48. And the Vagabond Athletics 39-56. They're 17 games back. First, I'm gonna say this. I think the Astros still keep it. I don't think any of these teams also advance their wild card as well. So Mariners fans, welcome back to the dick punching.
Can I point something out real quick?
What's up?
Detroit is the only team above 600.
Yeah, actually. Detroit is 628, and they stand alone. They stand alone.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I
Do you want me to do the NL East?
No,
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
have to do the West. I haven't done my prediction for the AL West.
None of us are. We're just going to skip over it, because the Astros pretty much have it on lock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, NL East. Let's go.
The Mariners are at least 9 games back. Yeah, the dick punching is back.
I don't see Seattle making up the difference.
Yeah, it's sleepless in Seattle.
But for the NL East, Philadelphia is 54-39 for 581 win percentage. They're 6-4 in their last 10, so they're doing pretty well. The Lowell Mets are 53-41 for 564. They're only 1.5 games back. Honestly, I think Philadelphia and the Mets go back and forth on this. I think it's going to be too close to call until
I'm saying the Mets win division and the Phillies are in the wild card.
Interesting.
I can't go either way.
Yeah, that one's hard because that's going to be a slugging match until the end of the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we can move on to the NL Central now.
Yeah, we can.
Well, yeah, because Miami's 11.5 games back, Atlanta's 13.5 games back, and the Guardians are 16 games back.
Nationals?
Yeah, Nationals are 16 games back.
Oh, sorry. I saw Washington. Sorry.
All right, the Central. We have the Chicago Cubs leading that division, 55-38, 591 win percentage.
I'm so happy.
The Brewers are 53-40, a 570 win percentage. The Arizona Cardinals, 50-44, 532 win percentage, 5.5 games back.
St. Louis?
St. Louis. I want to say Arizona. Excuse me.
Yep.
Get ready for football season. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The Cincinnati Reds, 7.5 games back.
Guardians.
48-46, 511 win percentage. And you got the Pittsburgh Pirates, 38-56, 17.5 games back. Come on! The furry convention should have been giving you guys yiffy hope. Yiffy fucking hope.
Yinzer, don't belong in your car. Go away.
Yeah, forgive him. Yeah, Tyler, it's all your fault.
Anyway,
this is what happens. He's late. Every time he's late, inspires Yinzer. Spoilers it.
Anyway, my prediction for the NL Central is I have the Brewers winning, and the was it who's leading right now, and the Cubs making a wild card.
See, I am too excited about the Cubs being in first place in their division. I think it's going to be the Cubs. Maybe the Brewers getting the wild card, but St. Louis is also right there. So
I have to stand with you on that one, Cat. I think that the Cubs are stronger than the Brewers, and the Brewers don't have enough in the tank per se to keep with them.
yeah.
So that's why I'm going to say that this stands pat and that the Cubs take the division. The Brewers get a wild card spot and steal it from the Mets.
I'd like that.
Hot take.
Okay.
All right, and of
Baltimore
course,
just won over Miami.
so that's interesting.
Miami's actually having a solid season though this year. Like in all seriousness.
Yeah, they're just not there yet. And now, in the NL West, of course, a home of famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They have a 596 win percentage. They're 56-38. You have the San Francisco Giants, Izzy's favorite team, our resident gay person loving gremlin, 51-43, a 543 win percentage of 5 games back. Then the San Diego Padres, 50-43, 538 win percentage, 5.5 games back. The Arizona Diamondbacks, who can't clean the pool fast enough, 46-48, 49 win percentage, and 10 games back. And the Colorado Rockies, the shittiest team in the MLB, excuse me, are 21-72, 226 win percentage, and 34.5 games back. Guys, you have what do you think is going to happen here?
You know, I think the Rockies come back and they win every single game after the All-Star break, and they take the division.
Smoke weed every day. Definitely on that Rocky Mountain High there, are you, Cat?
And you know, we can hope for better things for them, right? Like we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I am pro marijuana. I will openly say that. But even I have to admit, that if I were smoking it, I would say that's a little bit too much on the bong right there.
That we all know that's not going to happen. That's just not. It's not a statistically possible.
No. They are cooked. The Colorado Rockies are completely cooked. So as I predicted, I think that so as I'm going to say it, division is, the Phillies, Cubs, Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Wild card for the NL. Wild card is the Padres and the Giants. Actually, no, it's the Brewers and the Giants. Excuse me, the Padres get eliminated. Which, by the way, fuck Manny Machado.
Yeah.
So, and in the AL, we have, I have at least, the Tampa Bay Rays and the Yankees. The Tigers. It would be the Tampa Bay Rays winning the division alongside the Tigers and the Astros, with the Yankees and the Blue Jays in the wild card. That is my prediction for the AL. So I think that's. Do we have anything more to add before we do our? Do we add our affiliate?
No.
All right. So, of course, of course, I want to remind everyone that, of course, we have affiliate links. So this podcast was, of course, brought to you by our friends over at Fanatics.
Woo.
The All-Star Game is approaching, so of course All-Star merch is available.
Oh, Tyler's
You know,
not here.
And not only that, but apparently they have deals going on about the past championships going on Fanatics right now. Own a piece of the past, get a throwback jersey or whatever on their stuff on clearance as well. Obviously, the MLB All-Star Game is going on. Also, the club soccer. Get your kit, represent your favorite club in the soccer. And, of course, we know what's going on later on near the end of the month. Football returns. Football.
Football.
Yep. Yeah, so, get yourself a hat, get yourself a jersey, and don't forget to use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get podcasts. Show the channel some love. We get a kickback from that to help grow the channel. Once again, Fanatics. And speaking of football, I'm going to remind our listeners that we have other podcasts as well, not just the Hard Count as our baseball podcast, because we do have NASCAR. If you love auto racing, our fine friends at the Lap Down are your ticket to the racetrack. They cover all things auto racing. Greg is a great host. I listen to him on occasion. He is a great host. Then, of course, we have our hockey podcast, which ended its season earlier this month.
Go back
Biscuits
and give us a listen.
Yeah, Biscuits and Penalties, which next season Alex will be the main host of that. I will be basically becoming the backup to his starter. So that's what's going to happen. We also have a wrestling podcast, Handed Down Throwdown, our wrestling podcast. Yeah, excuse me, almost said the old name. Where it'll happen on the 28th, not the 28th. The 27th. Excuse me, 27th. It's a Sunday. We will definitely have people on the podcast because not only will I be on it, but also we will also be joined by my best friend, my tag team partner, my best friend Jermaine will be joining the podcast. He is a huge wrestling fan, so hopefully we'll be able to hear his input on what we have next time we're in the ring. We also have our football podcasts. Passing the Pigskin, making its season debut. Our college football podcast hosted by Tyler and Billy. So they're getting ready for that as well. And of course, returning for its fourth season, The Hard Count, our football podcast, our favorite podcast, where we get to talk football, go crazy. That's what we do. And also get annoyed by a certain Yinzer. But that is it for the Dirt and Turf podcast. I'm Cobra. On behalf of Kat and Tyler, play ball. Don't forget we do have a Patreon. Look us up. Handed Down Sports Media. Support the channel. We love you guys. Play ball.